Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Sister Wives star Truly Brown's strained connection with her father, Kody, drew a lot of sympathy. Viewers noticed their awkward bond throughout the years. It was clear that Kody was distant from Christine and their youngest kid, and their relationship deteriorated when Christine chose to leave the family. However, many fans are thrilled that Truly is finally experiencing the presence of a real father. Continue reading to learn why. Kody Brown hasn't given his sister wives a real father figure. Kody has missed a lot of his kids' birthdays throughout the years. Many say he made the biggest mistake of his life when he decided not to go to Truly's hospitalization for kidney failure. Without her father by her side, Christine's child fought for her life in the hospital for 11 days. Many Sister Wives viewers think it was a big factor in Truly's inability to connect with Kody. It wasn't just Truly who was impacted by Kody's negligence. Other fans, on the other hand, are pleased that Christine's husband, David, is replacing Truly's father. Fans are truly happy to finally have a father. Christine Brown recently shared a funny video of herself with David Woolley and Truly on Instagram. The three was filming themselves as they passed the camera, exhibiting Austria's stunning surroundings. The Sister Wives star captioned the picture, saying, "The practice walks for my last video were just too cute to let stay in my camera roll. What a wonderful adventure with my little trio." Red heart, but what many saw was how happy Truly was to be with both Christine and David. Others claim that David is genuinely displaying the presence and affection of a parent. I'm delighted you guys got that with David Redheart. Having a father in your life and witnessing your mother being loved had a big impact on our lives. I love this for all of you. Truly's globe journey is amazing, Redheart. He's making beautiful core memories. Great job, David and Christine. It looks really joyful. David is a man, after all. I love this for you and your whole family. Oh, isn't true love wonderful? Amazing. I'm happy that David is in her life. Sister Wives, Brown fully accepts David Woolley. In fact, even in the early stages of his relationship with Christine, Brown has shown affection for David Woolley. The Sister Wives star stated in a conversation with her siblings that she already sees them as husband and wife because she and David already live together. Christine has also shared numerous photos of Truly cuddling and being very close to David, and she expressed her satisfaction with Truly and her other kids' comfort level with David. Although Kody Brown has not yet been seen with any of his ex-wives' kids, insiders claim that just days before to the commencement of Season 19's tell-all, Christine asked Kody for child support for their daughter, Truly. Instagram. When he and Meri Brown were legally married at the age of 19 and spiritually married at the age of 21, respectively, Kody revealed that they didn't really know each other. In order for Kody to lawfully adopt Robyn's 3 oldest children from her first marriage, they finally filed for divorce in 2014. Kody Brown believed Meri Brown and Kody Brown's marriage was bad. According to a man in a plural marriage, Kody said, he cannot ask for a divorce if he wishes to remain true and in his beliefs. He claimed that everything was a conflict, saying, "I can't live in a world where she is constantly angry at me. When we got married, she was very different, and I think just there's some baggage that Meri had that I didn't know about," Kody explained. "I felt like I could live with it at first. It's not allowed. Thus, I was unable to end that relationship. However, I didn't necessarily want to break off the contact. I wanted to know if we could save it and fix it. She wasn't nice, she wasn't fun, she wasn't kind, and she wasn't interesting," Kody continued. For this reason, he told Meri that he believed they will resolve their differences. "I'm trying to be curious with her because I'm bored. But I didn't kick me out," he replied, admitting that he could relate to Meri's feeling of desertion. Christine, Janelle, and Meri all decided that I should leave the house. Kody Brown did not share Meri Brown's wish for a spiritual divorce. Even though Janelle and Christine felt they didn't need to divorce Kody since their marriage was never legal, Meri asked their church for an official separation or release in late 2022. In the episode that aired on September 22nd, she explained that all 4 of us ladies married Kody through our church. I think it would be best to end it since we don't intend to get married, and I don't want to be legally bound to him if he doesn't want me. Of course, none of us can legally get married, but it was what we called a covenant. I'm at the point where I think we should just put this out of our minds completely. But since we are accountable to God, I don't want to be accountable to this church and all their BS. Because it will turn into a quarrel if I become upset with Meri, I'm going to let her go and do what she wants to do. Kody was against the idea because he did not want to acknowledge the authority of the church authorities. Kody explained his position by saying, "The damage was done so badly that we're not going to reconcile no matter what." A large number of Kody Brown's kids don't talk to each other. "It all went bad, it all went south," Christine said, explaining how a dispute about a 2021 holiday gift exchange via text messaging became particularly unpleasant for the 18 Brown kids. There was disagreement after this text thread. Kody and Robyn and their kids were on one side, and they wanted nothing to do with Janelle, me, and our kids. According to Robyn, her 3 older children believed that the interaction was emotionally unsafe and that they should cut ties with the relationship. But it was never anything about, "We don't want to see you again. We don't want anything to do with you," she continued. It was just about, like, "Hey, this got yucky." For his part, Gabriel hopes they can find each other once more. "My favorite person to hang out with in middle school was Aurora. The thing I want most is to just have a relationship with Robyn's children again. I was constantly trying to get close to Dayton in high school," he acknowledged in the October 13th episode. "I'm not hopeful for a relationship with Robyn and Dad, though. Robyn Brown's kids never felt like they belonged in the family. I have been told directly, multiple circumstances by multiple different people, that I was not accepted," Aurora's mother said when she married Kody in 2010, stating that I wasn't their sister and that they didn't think or consider me that way. According to her sister Brianna, the parents could have done a better job with, connecting us as a family, and it never really happened. But how they might have extended their embrace is a mystery to Christine. She continued, "Robyn's kids and Robyn were invited to everything. I would just say, just come into the house anytime you want." She added that Michael T. Brown Padron lived with Robyn's children for a while and that her daughter Isabel Brown was very close to Robyn's children. "There were hard times and my kids were frustrated, but they always considered Robyn's kids their siblings, just the same. Janelle Brown would remarry, but Kody Brown would not. Kody would never again say I do to polygamy, but Janelle stated, when it's working properly, you have this amazing family unit that you're part of, a community that you're plugged into," raving about the independence she was given in plural marriage. "You have everything you need, including a wonderful connection with your spouse. After that, I am completely independent." "Polygamy kills emotional intimacy," he stated on the television program on December 1st. "It makes everybody defensive, and I really want an emotionally vulnerable, intimate relationship with a woman, and you're not going to get that in polygamy." Kody Brown started to separate from Janelle Brown years ago. Janelle says Kody had a harder time letting go of his feelings once the family relocated from Las Vegas to Arizona in 2018. On the September 29th episode, she stated, "I'm really tired," and added that after moving to Flagstaff, Kody found it much easier to be gone. "I told him, you can rest as much at my house as you can at Robyn's house." The kids of Janelle Brown and Christine Brown Woolley didn't like going to Robyn Brown's house. She also disclosed that he would try to beg off because he was tired. "I had to remind him a few times that he needed to come to my house." Janelle explained the separateness her brood felt with Robyn, adding, "My children were scolded if they would open up Robyn's fridge." The issue with Christine's kids, however, was that they saw that Robyn and their dad were a couple and he wasn't in our home. Her staff knew about the division, Robyn added. "Meri, across the board, was very accepting of my kids and I, but the rest of the family really struggled to accept my kids and I," she stated on September 29th in the episode. "All we wanted to do was be a part of this family." Gabriel, meanwhile, would argue that he and his siblings actively sought to include them. "I think that Robyn definitely has a victim complex," he said in the October 13th episode. "To put it simply, and for that, I don't necessarily hold her accountable. I believe that various people come up with different ways to stay afloat," he said. However, he continued, if she actually believes that we were mistreating her or her children in any way when she was constantly getting favorited by dad, and we were always working on our relationship with her kids, if she actually believes that, then there's no chance of me having a relationship with Robyn ever again. Robyn and Kody Brown's parenting methods were questioned by Janelle Brown. Having their dad move between 4 different homes did affect their 18 children, as Kody explained in the September 29th episode when he and Robyn's youngest child, Ariella, who was born in January 2016, clung to his leg as he attempted to leave. Kody clarified, I have other kids that need to see me. There's another wife who needs me, another mother. I had to tell her. And she's just dragging along on my legs screaming, don't leave me, Daddy, don't leave me. I thought to myself, God, man, this is hard. Unfortunately, Janelle emphasized, that's just a reality of plural marriage. I've always believed Robyn and Kody did a bad job of handling her children's issues. From the very beginning, she added, her children understood that their father would not be there all the time. Ari couldn't be gone for more than 3 or 4 days because he becomes terribly melancholy, or whatever. That was a poor parenting decision, in my opinion. Throughout the family's history, the other kids have done it, and they're doing great. They are well-adjusted, mature people. The relationship between Robyn Brown and Mykelti Padron was intimate. Mykelti, a mother of 3 and one of the few Brown children still close to Robyn and Kody, along with Christine and Janelle, served as a peacekeeper during Kody's divorces. Since Mykelti first joined the Brown family, Robyn and she have been close, and in November 2022, Robyn was even asked to attend the birth of her twins, Archer and Ace. I was trying to figure out who I was when Robyn first joined the family, and she made me feel special, and she made me feel seen, Mykelti stated on the September 29th episode. When I needed someone, Robyn was there for me. Robyn was always there to listen to me and take care of me. I was so excited about having a plural family, and I was hoping that my kids would have a great relationship with other moms, Christine, her mother, stated in the October 6th episode, and it was everything that I hoped for when Robyn came to the family, and it was obvious she and Mykelti had a great relationship. One of Kody Brown's children was allegedly brainwashed by him. Kody felt that his wives were not the only ones who had removed him from their lives. They're purposely leaving me out of their lives to punish me for a crime I did not commit, he explained in the October 6th episodes when he talked about his relationship with some of his older children and said, I am only guilty of not falling madly in love with their mothers. Well, blame Dad, it reads. He added, this discrepancy in my relationship with my kids is directly in my mind because of SD talk. There's this tornado of disappointment from the family breaking up or anything. He also claimed that he believed his ex-spouses were contributing to the issue. Even though he can take some of the blame, Kody finds the name-calling offensive and said, in any case, I would never talk to you again. He also disclosed that he was having problems connecting with Hunter, Maddie, and Gabriel, and that one of his kids responded to a text message saying, you are a piece of trash. Earlier, he told cameras, I've had one of my kids just say, you're an a-hole, in another incident. I will never again speak to you. You manipulated and brainwashed me. I'm willing to make the effort, but somebody else is going to have to be on the other end of that and make some effort too, he said, adding that he feels his adult children should be doing more to improve the situation. And that's the poison he doesn't want to deal with. Robyn Brown struggled to respect Kody Brown as a mom. Robyn was deeply hurt by Kody's estrangement from his adult children. My parents divorced when I was a child, she said on the October 6th broadcast. I remember asking, what happened? He lived in a different city with one wife, and then my mom lived alone, to my maternal grandfather.
Why?
It was awful that all he did was give me a litany of weak excuses for why he didn't support me when I was younger. She said, I'm having a hard time feeling like losing respect for you a little bit, implying that she wouldn't stop Kody from trying. Kody admitted that he could be doing more to improve his relationship with his kids, but he insisted that he needed to heal his heart first. He also revealed that he thinks some of his kids are colluding against me, saying, I'm so upset about what has transpired that if I speak to my children, I'm afraid they'll accuse me. At the moment, I'm just too impulsive. I'll just do more damage. For years, Kody Brown did not see his grandchildren. In October 2022, Logan, Janelle and Kody's eldest son, married Michelle Petty in front of a sizable family, but they weren't feeling the love. Kody complained to Robyn in the episode that aired on October 6th, saying, "You saw Madison take her kids and scuttle them away from me." He also said that his daughter Josephine had failed to tell him that she was pregnant her third child, which was born in February 2023. Since they don't communicate much, Maddie doesn't tell her father much. Janelle remarked, "Really, Maddie doesn't have any contact with him," explaining why her daughter didn't go to the wedding with Kody. She protects her kids ferociously. Since the day Evie was born and when she was 3.5 years old, Kody has not been there. She didn't want him to just enter and say, "Oh, I'm your grandpa," because then kids would say, "What? Who is this man?" It's unreasonable to expect grandparents to be constantly involved in their grandchildren's lives, Kody stated. In reference to Maddie's life in North Carolina, Kody Brown asked his kids to apologize to Robyn Brown, saying, "Especially if you move your children to an entirely different coast. I live and work in Flagstaff." Kody's insistence on some sort of mea culpa is one persistent problem, despite the fact that it's clear that he and his adult children have very different opinions on their ongoing separation. After the COVID scare was over and we all went back to our normal lives, we still couldn't reconcile as a family because Kody felt like the boys needed to give an apology to him and to Robyn, especially to Robyn. Janelle recalled of her sons during the October 13th event. And after it sort of morphed into this, "Well, they just need to come and talk to me." Kody felt his children had not been faithful to him, and Janelle summed up his problem by saying, "And the most precious person in this family who's given her heart and soul has been disrespected," or some bull's tea like that. Gabriel took a similar stance, relating a conversation he had with his father. "He kept phrasing it like I owed him an apology," he said about the matter with Janelle. "Eventually I was just like, hey, unless you're actually ready to have a relationship and fix things, then we're not going to talk anymore." He came back a couple of days later and texted me. He's like, "Hey, I've been thinking about what you've been saying. I forgive you. Please forgive me." "Forgive me for what?" I inquired. Kody Brown only sees one of Janelle Brown's children. It's not frequently, but every couple months he'll call and they'll go out. Janelle said in the October 13th episode, explaining that Kody only sees Savannah, his youngest of 6 children, with Janelle. The rest of the kids don't really have much of any kind of connection with him. Janelle has heard the girls say that she wants her siblings to marry her, and Savannah, who graduated from high school in 2023, feels that her 4 older brothers have taken on the role of a father figure. I've talked to Savannah about it, and she's like, "Look, I just have come to realize that this is who he is." Janelle said he's going to be like that dad who comes over, we have a lot of fun, and then he leaves. Wherever he is, I can meet him. It's all right. Janelle, however, is less sympathetic. "I'm just so upset with Kody," she groaned. "Look, I've witnessed this happen. I've worked with several ladies over my career whose divorces left the father to raise the kids by himself.